give that notification bell some love out here, y'all.
But wait. You gotta subscribe first.
Oh, dang, I forgot all about that.
We're back.
Sorry, y'all.
Number 6, the lack of help. This is another one that really bothers me. Cause some of these, teachers in high school just say it casually and stuff like that. This one, I've legit had teachers come up to me and be like, you're not gonna get any help in college. You're on your own. So, do what you gotta do. Where and who and what no. There's never, ever, even with professors that are stricter than others, there's never been a time that I've gone to them for help and they've just been like, no. All of them have been like, this is my job. I want you guys to learn. That's why I signed up to be a professor. I applied to this job. I want this job. I'm going to do my best to help you. They still may not explain it in a way that you understand, but they're never going to not explain it. And if they do, at least at ETSU, we can go and report them if we need to. And we can go to our advisor. We can schedule a meeting with the dean and show emails and proof that, this professor was being unprofessional, not doing their job, not helping, and they will be dealt with. So I don't know if at your college they have those, that type of checks and balances set up, but trust me when I tell you, talk to your professors. They will help you.
Well, besides that one incident that I had, but he's no longer here. It was one of my computer classes. I was struggling in, and he didn't
help anybody.
Anybody.
And I don't think he's a professor here anymore.
He's not. All right.
All right.
Number 7, how hard it is to get plugged in.
Not hard at all. I've had, again, in high school, instructors tell me that, you're not going to make any friends. It's going to be hard. Mind you, I don't know if this is how everybody's teachers were in high school. Maybe it was just mine. Maybe it was just ours at our school. But, yeah, it was implied and just straight up said that if you don't go to every event at school, if you don't tell everybody your name, if you don't email every classmate that you have and be obnoxious, you're not going to make any friends. Not true. I don't know what it is at other universities, but at ETSU we have this thing called Quest and Preview. You can meet people there. Also, it's just called in class being like, hey, did you get the notes? No, I didn't get the notes. I was sick or whatever. Or someone may say, yeah, I did get the notes. Have a conversation. That's it. It's not hard. Okay, I'm a people person if I know the people. If I don't, you can ask James, I get social anxiety bad. I get nervous, I stress out, I get depressed.
She's not having it.
I go into a little shell. I'm like, what if they don't like me? No.
She's not having it, y'all.
So it's just opening up your mouth, saying hi, being friendly. You might be scared, you might be nervous. Heck, they may say, hey, I don't want to be your friend. But all the people that I've ran into, we all experienced a lot of drama and things like that in high school. And it was when we got to college, all of us felt the same way. It's a fresh start. And we're not the people that we were back in high school. And we're going to do our best. So it's not hard to get plugged in. Do not feel like, unless you just want to, you have to go to every single football game, basketball game, soccer game, volleyball game. Because that ties in back into time management. A lot of the people that I know that go to every single event struggle in school. Of course, there's exceptions to that, and there's some people that can do all of that and still do really well in school. But I'm speaking for me personally. I would be failing all my classes if I tried to go to all the events at ETSU, and we have a lot.
And don't get riled up in all the events, too. Like I said, like she said, my baby said, watch all about your time management.
Yeah.
If you're able to do it, go do it. Go have fun and things. It's not hard to get plugged in.
Even if it's just, and I don't know if this is where you were going, even if it's you go to a game and you stay till halftime, and then you have to leave to go do a paper.
Right.
That's completely fine. Or if you finish and you go after halftime and you feel like people are going to be looking at you, or trust me, nobody's going to be sitting there like, ugh, who is that coming into the game all late? Like, go. Have fun. But make sure you still have time to either finish your schoolwork after you go, or that you already finished your schoolwork before you go, and that could be like a reward. But it's not hard to get plugged in.
Make sure y'all handle your business first.
Yeah.
You know, handle your business first. It's all good, all fine and dandy.
But don't let anybody make it sound like it's hard to make friends, hard to get plugged in. That's the furthest thing from the truth. So number 8, teachers only knowing you as a seat number.
As a number, y'all. Like, we're in prison, y'all.
I've
like,
been told.
Straight numbers.
It's like that little. Okay, we're going to do number 8 and 9 together. Because number 9 is that you can only do well if you sit in the front, like the front row or the front 2 rows of class or whatever. I've been told both of these, and I'm sure you have to. I know.
Oh yeah,
that's like
in the
something.
Front row. That's a myth.
Sitting
y'all.
in the front seat, and also
That's
that the teachers, if it's more than like 100 people, they only know you by your seat number or whatever. Not true. First of all, there was only one class that we almost had assigned seats in, and then he changed his mind. But I literally had a class this semester of probably close to like 120, 130, and my instructor went through every single week and learned a row at a time their name. So if you went up to her, she'd be like, hey Megan, hey James, how you doing? And we could sit all the way in the back and she would know our names. This goes down to, if the professor wants to get to know their class, their students and the people in their class, they're going to. This is not so much a universal rule. This is more of like an individual, subjective type of thing. So maybe teachers are saying that because they had a bad experience. I've always had a positive experience. And then as far as them only, or you only getting good grades because you sit in the front row seat, first of all, that's bias, and
it's a myth, y'all.
And that's illegal. They cannot do that in school. They cannot be like, oh, this person sat in the front row, so they get extra points. No, they cannot do that. Your teacher, from what I was told, they've had to change the policy in a lot of schools of the teacher just being able to give individual bonus points. It has to be offered to the whole class. The whole class doesn't have to take advantage of it, but they cannot just give somebody else an extra 5 points just because. It has to be fair, universal, across the board. So if anybody's told you, sit in the front seat and you'll do better, that's a myth. You will do better if you put in the work and you study and you take good notes and you pay attention.
I'm telling you, if y'all just sit there and listen to that professor and y'all show up every day on time,
and read, do the readings.
Do the reading, make sure everything's turned in on time. Like I said, you'll do fine. And that, like I said, the professor like really look out for their students that they see actually doing their best.
Effort. Whether they're in the front row or the back row.
I mean, like, you could be in the back, and you might not never think that professor know your name, but deep down, that professor know your name because he see you put in that work, you know?
Yeah.
So never feel like you gotta sit in the front seat for a better grade.
You will do better in class if you do your work, not because you sit in a special seat.
I feel like that blended in with number 10 as well.
Okay, so the last one, number 10, you made it to the end. Number 10 was basically that the faculty doesn't care. This includes advisors, the dean, your professors. I've legitimately had instructors and teachers in high school. I've had advisors in high school. I've had counselors tell me basically that the administrators and stuff like that and the faculty in college are just there for a paycheck. So I need to make sure that I'm doing everything on my own because they're not going to help me, and I'm on my own and do my work because whether I show up to class or not, they're still getting their paycheck. I cannot tell you how many instructors I've had that have legit at the beginning of class said, I'm going to get paid whether I'm here or not. I'm here because I want you to learn. Put your phones up, and attendance is mandatory and it is worth grade. And I've been like, whoa, okay. In high school, they told me that y'all don't care if I show up. They care. They really, 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 really care. A lot. Some professors may have attendance mandatory. Some may have it as you get bonus points if the higher attendance that you have. Some may have it as you get, 2 assignment grades worth of what you did or whatever. But they care, you guys. They really genuinely care. Think about it. They have to make papers. They have to make a syllabus. They have to make new content, stuff like that. They have to grade all that stuff. They care. It's more than just a paycheck for them. They could be doing so many other things that they can get paid for, and they don't have to deal with people who think they know it all because they're in college now. They care. They truly, truly, truly care. I don't know about other deans and things like that at anybody else's school, but our dean, the most approachable guy that you'll ever meet. Like, he's always wearing ETSU stuff, like decked out from literally his socks to like his tie and things like that. So cool, so chill, always interacting with us. Easy to set up an appointment with him if you needed that. Not scary or intimidating. He's so sweet, so cool. My advisors, you guys, oh my god, I love my advisor. And every so many credit hours that you get, you have to get a new advisor. So I'm at the end with mine, and I'm having an emotional breakdown, but she is the sweetest person. And this is your school advisor, because you have one for your classes and then you have a financial advisor. We have the same financial advisor. He looks like Santa Claus. He is the most legit dude ever. Like, love
cool.
him.
Cool.
He does his job well. He's easy to contact. He explains himself so well. If you still don't understand, he will sit there for an extra 10 minutes and just explain it to you again and again and again. He will walk you through what to do. Excuse me.
Good.
Yeah, yeah. So, I don't know, again, where my teachers and where our teachers in high school, where they went to college, but and I can only speak for ETSU because that's the only school that I've gone to. James can talk about 2 different schools, but ETSU, the faculty is out of this world. I'm obsessed with them, and they're awesome.
Been here in the other school. Both their faculty and staff is amazing.
And obviously we know there's going to be bad advisors and professors here and there, but we're saying overall, we don't want any of you guys coming into college or prolonging you having to go to college of this fear of saying, I'm going to fail because of X, Y, and Z, because you've heard it from teachers and other people when you were in high school. A lot of times what we've experienced is that in high school they tell you things to kind of weed out the people that are meant for it or not. But really, they can't determine that. Just like an SAT score or an ACT score cannot determine if you're going to do well in college. Some people get really low ACT scores and make 4.0s all through college, and vice versa. So really, this all boils down to you putting in the work, making sure not getting lazy, but making sure that you find time to breathe. Because, you know, we were learning something in psych the other day that if you don't get enough sleep and you think, I'm going to stay up these extra 2 hours of study, there's a higher chance of you doing worse on that exam or that quiz than it would be if you just studied what you know really well, and you might miss, 3 questions, but you got the other 7 right. So honestly, do your best. Do it early, because then it feels like you have more time. Like when you have a test, let's say you have a test in a week, start studying chunk by chunk each day, and that'll also help you with time management. So if you study 1 hour a day instead of like what I do sometimes is like 5 hours the day before, then you have a greater chance of learning and soaking in that information and remembering it for the test. So those are our just 10 things that we were told in high school that did not happen in college. So please don't be afraid to come. It's not as scary. It's really not even scary at all. For me, I've enjoyed college far more than I enjoyed any high school that I've ever been to, and I've been to a couple of them. So yeah, that's pretty much all we had for you guys today. It's kind of a long video, but some people were saying that our videos were too short, so hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. We'll get back to more fun content once finals are over, but we're trying to really knock out college stuff so we can help you guys as you're coming in next year, as this was your first semester, hopefully helping y'all out and realizing you're doing a good job. I promise you get a C. Even if you get like an F on one assignment, it's not the end of the world. Talk to your instructor, talk to somebody older, not like in age, but like upperclassmen. And yeah, you are doing fine. You're doing good. The fact that you even went to college and you're doing your best is more than anybody can ask of you. All we can ask is for you to do your best. And we're proud of you because we've been there, we've done that, and we're still doing it. So keep going, you've got it, and finish the semester strong and start the next semester even stronger. So yeah, anything else that you want to add?
Other than telling them to smack that little bell icon for notifications.
Yes.
Whenever we post new videos out here, so get that notification bell, some love out here, y'all.
But wait. You gotta subscribe first.
Oh, dang, I forgot all about that.
Subscribe and then hit the bell.
Hit that bell hard.
Multiple times to make
Show
sure
it
that you
some
got
love.
it.
Triple tap it. You know, you don't want to like just double tap it and you cut on and cut off. You know, triple tap.
Odd numbers only.
Odd numbers only out here. So.
But yeah, like, comment. Don't forget to spread the word about our channel. Oh my God, the amount of love that we're getting, you guys. Thank you. Because you know, we were both nervous to start it, as James even said in the first video, like, I'm nervous. So yeah, we're gonna keep having like fun content coming from you guys, uplifting content, content that we feel like we can make y'all just smile, because honestly, only you and only we can live our own lives. So we might as well entertain ourselves a little bit along the way. Love you guys. See you next video.
Deuces.
Bye.